next year I'm going to head into my, attempt at a 5th Mr. Olympia title in September, and try to go back into the record books and be, the only 5-time winner there is. As right now I'm the only 4-time winner. So I think it's I have a tough road ahead of me, and every year is different obstacles you have to overcome. And I just got back in the gym about 4 weeks ago. I took 2.5 months off after Mr. Olympia. I traveled to Europe and visited my whole fan base there, and gave my body a break, and actually my mind more than anything. Now I'm back in the gym. I've been training hard the last 4 weeks, trying to really pump myself out on the internet, try to put pictures out there to see as I progress. And now my weight's substantially climbing pretty much by the day. I'm approaching this year slightly different than the last, where I'm going to go back to the drawing board and just really try to put the time in the off season and try to get the meals and focus on training a little harder and giving a little more dedication, and try to walk away with that 5th title, which is going to be very, very difficult with the group of guys I'm up against. There's a lot of new guys. You guys that follow the magazines and internet, you guys know who all these new guys are, and I'm kind of like the old goat that everyone's trying to chase down now. I'm not really that old for the sport of bodybuilding, but I've been around so long. I had people stop me today and they said, "Man, how old are you, Jay?" And I said, "I'm 37 years old." And they said, "Man, you just seem like you've been around forever." And I said, "Thanks." That means they've been around the shows for a long time. That's what that means. So, you just try to keep doing new things, and I think nowadays the video market's really, really big. So we're trying to put out, I put out YouTube videos of me training, 15-minute clips, and I was working on my next DVD project, which I've been filming in Las Vegas. I just filmed FST 7 Part 2 with Phil Heath and Connie Rambaugh were at my house last week. We shot for 1 week in Las Vegas. I was able to train with, my big rival, Phil Heath, of course, who's my best friend in bodybuilding, but we stayed and we had a good time in Las Vegas last week. We just got done shooting that, and the newest Jay Cutler DVDs in the works right now, and I got a lot of new projects that I'm just focused on for 2011, try to get back to what the experience of bodybuilding that I can give to everyone. So I'm sure you guys that follow it, you guys will see our reports as it comes along, and I just want to thank you guys for the continued support, not only for myself, but all the other athletes in the sport of bodybuilding, and the competitions. I do a lot of different appearances through California through the year, and I know some of you guys are thinking about doing a competition. I advise you to get out there and do it. I was afraid in the beginning. I thought it was really weird to have to shave your body and put on a dye on your physique, and of course wear little tiny posing trunks on stage, and that was kind of all weird to me. I grew up in a town of 6,000 people in Massachusetts, and it felt kind of strange getting up there for the first time, and I was really nervous. And once you get up there and you do it, you have the crowd applause, and it's a great, great experience, and it really changed my life, and it changed my life for the better. I never thought that, coming from where I came from, that I was going to actually be at this level and continue to stay there and travel the world. I've seen every culture there is. I've traveled to every country pretty much in the world, and was able to see what bodybuilding and what the type of living that there is in so many different cultures. And you really can't, you can never even fathom the experience of that unless you go and do it. I've been all over the place, and there's still no place like home, so it's always great to be back here, and of course just to drive from Las Vegas to come out here.